Chef Michael van der Elzen and restaurateur Ganesh Raj are here to challenge our biggest spenders.
You ready?
Oh, Jesus.
Transforming kitchens.
Oh, what does that do?
And boosting nutrition.
I got some spice.
I didn't put any in there.
All to save our hard-earned cash.
2 trolleys. Come on, people.
We get revealing expert help.
It's actually a myth that sugar is linked to hyperactivity.
How can you just say that with a straight face?
And even let you guys in on the act.
Nothing to really blow your socks off.
I don't mind that at all.
It's time we all learned to eat well for less.
Where do we start?
We'll show you.
Meet a family who are trying,
Get 3 potatoes, please.
but failing to eat balanced, nutritious meals.
No, I've tried everything that I want to try.
Can we bring a smattering of compromise to the dinner table in this classic teen dad battle of wills?
Do you reckon we're going to go okay?
No.
This time we're in lush green Titirangi, helping a newly formed family of 3.
We're the Delegates!
Dad Jared is a change manager. He's recently separated from his wife and is now sole parenting. Son Jordan, 13, lives with him full-time, while other son Kyan, 12, lives with them every second week.
Being a family of 3 and working out what that looks like is part of this process. It's just about finding what works for us and how we work together as a team.
Solo parenting is new to Jared, and with it comes extra concerns.
Yeah, so it's all me. It's all me just doing everything at the moment. It's just, they're alive, they're breathing. So, that's a good start. And I guess we're having fun with it. So as we're going through this, we're trying to find our feet in terms of what we can and can't eat. How many pies do you guys want?
2, please.
Can I have 2 as well, thanks?
Full-time dad, working full-time, and trying to juggle everything as well. Lots of people do it, but it's, I guess, for me, it's a little bit, it feels different because it's kind of just happened. It's just a constant thought process about what's next. What are we going to have for lunch? What are we going to have for dinner? That sort of stuff. So, yeah. So you're making your own pizza, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Moving between 2 households means the boys have 2 very different diets.
So at Mum's house, we don't eat meat at all. It's all grains and organic and stuff.
I think Dad has a good balance between the healthy food and the not so healthy food like carbs.
2 teenage boys, they are big eaters. It is hard to keep up and making sure I've given them enough on their plates.
To keep the boys fed, Jared often has to cook 3 different meals to make sure everyone gets something they'll eat.
Definitely dealing with, I think, picky eaters or know what they like to eat, I think is probably a better way of saying rather than picky.
I just kind of don't like some of the things they eat.
I'm hoping the boys will be really open to trying new stuff and give it a go, not just go, oh, taste it and not like it. Try one of mine. It's got tomato sauce on the top. It's nice.
Mine's nice.
So just how open are Jordan and Kyan to having some of their favourite foods swapped out?
No, I've tried everything that I want to try.
The things that cannot be swapped out, in my opinion, would be the aioli and the kind of crisps we buy.
Like chocolate, I don't want that to be swapped for something else because it could be really disgusting and I won't like chocolate again.
Nothing can replace these.
Yeah.
Not much compromise there, boys. Let's get things underway with a typical weekly shop. Monitoring secretly from the supermarket stockroom are Chef Michael and restaurateur Ganesh.
Here we go, Ganesh. What do we got?
We have, oh, this is different. Dad, 2 kids.
Teenage boys.
They eat a lot of food, those teenage boys.
Let me get up my list.
And he has a list on his phone.
And you get celery, and you get 2 cucumbers and a broccoli, please.
Heaps of veggies.
Yeah, but you know what? I haven't seen any fruit going.
Get 3 potatoes, please.
This is a different shop, huh?
Yeah, this man's on a mission, you know?
Can you also get garlic bread?
Look, he's got the boys doing what they need to do, I guess. I mean, are they getting what they need to get?
Well, they're not grabbing anything extra. Yeah, everything's on the list.
Get this one.
Which
Chicken Kievs.
Which one? Is it
The green packet.
Once you go to that chicken Kiev box, you're going to spend a lot of money.
How many do we need?
Huh?
2.
Yeah, 2, please.
I would love to see how much they are.
I don't want to see how much they are. I know how much they're going to be. That's just a bad call.
That one.
Oh, look at those freezer pies.
12 in a box. Will they taste any good?
No, they'll probably be rubbish.
Okay.
A lot of salt.
A lot of fat.
and a lot of processed products from the freezer.
A lot of frozen stuff.
Yeah, you got pies,
Chippies.
ice cream.
And you get the chocolate breads that way.
This is called 3 men shopping.
That's right.
Oh, thanks, buddy. Hey, I got 1 packet of Mallow Puffs.
Can I get another one?
Yes, you can.
This is what happens when you open the gates of sweet food.
You want some more?
Yes, I do. Thank you.
Okay.
Can you also get 2 Tim Tams because they're on special?
Some Tams.
Do you want some more?
Okay.
I'll have some
I'll have more.
You have
Yes.
more.
There's canned lentils and stuff.
Yeah.
They're not bad.
Not bad choices, you know, spring water and good protein.
What else do we... Oh, we need butter chicken.
Yeah.
Butter chicken in a jar.
Time and time again, we see this.
Convenience food. People love this stuff.
You need crisps for the movie.
Family treat, movie night.
They've had biscuits. They've had lots of different stuff already.
They've had the ice creams, more chips, more soda.
Where's the fruit?
Get Pringles, that's fine.
Brands, brands, brands.
Lots of brands.
I think that's it.
So they're going for boy food.
Those pies and stuff.
Now we got to fix that.
Time for our boys to sort these boys out.
Hello, people.
Hey!
Are we well?
I am Ganesh. What's your name?
Jordan.
Michael, pleasure. Are we well?
We were.
Let me have a look at it. You know what I'm looking for here? I'm looking for a meal. Is this really a weekly?
Mostly, yeah.
Wow. Because it's not a lot of food, is it? So, look, let's take this around to the till.
Shall I push this? I'll push it for you.
You go for it. We'll follow you.
Come on in.
Oh, let's start with the expensive stuff. Let me put this through.
$17.
So we just spent $8.50 on each one of these. How close to the list are you today?
Close enough that I...
Have you got your list?
No, I delete it as I go.
On your phone.
You're very
yeah.
smart. That way we can't check it.
That's it. Oh, so this is garlic butter.
Hello, garlic butter. I've never met you before.
It's garlic and butter together.
Oh, my God.
That's a serious amount of salt.
Team, this is just old school, not good for you.
Okay.
A lot of cheese. We love cheese.
Yes. So, and for the dogs, because we've got 2 dogs and they like cheese too.
So the cheese is for the dogs.
And for us.
But really for the dogs?
No, because I use it for macaroni cheese and cheese on toast and that sort of stuff.
And the dogs?
Yes, and the dogs.
$9.90.
Yeah.
Those are some lucky
But-
dogs. I've never seen these.
What is that?
Potato roasties.
So it's chunks of potatoes.
Yeah.
Have you got any raw potatoes in there?
Yes, I do.
How much are they? $4.
Let's do this experiment. This is good. This is good. Look at that.
$1.54.
It's less than half the price just to do potatoes by themselves. This is delicious and it's supermarket owned.
Yeah,
Really good
right.
quality macaroni.
There's not a lot of fruit here.
I'm not a big fruit eater, so none of us really are.
Ah, yes. The old lower
And again, spring water.
Would you consider a supermarket owned brand?
Yeah, absolutely.
You would?
Yeah. I think
Okay.
it comes down to taste,
Yes.
because he's probably the
But
biggest
you won't
chicken
just buy
eater
it just
out of all
because of
us.
the brand, will you?
No. Yes.
It's not a lot of salmon in there.
A lot of plastic, not a lot of salmon. Let's see.
$14.
Whoa. Okay, moving on.
So this is fruit.
There we go. Who said we didn't have fruit?
Yeah, in a really bad form.
How much sugar?
22.9 grams in the average serving.
Is that a lot?
That is a lot. Extremely lovely cheese.
This must be for the dog.
No.
Is the dog French?
It's just no.
So, that's the end of everything?
That is it.
How many supermarket own brands were there?
I feel like there was maybe one.
So, kids, how much do you think you spent today?
114.
140.
200.
Here you go. 269.
That's not bad. That's better than I thought. Yeah, there was a whole lot of surprises with the salt content, I think, which was probably more concerning for me. Yeah, because I don't read labels. I look at what I like and what it looks like on the shelf, and I buy it based on that.
Before Jared and the boys get home, Michael and Ganesh run ahead for a poke around in the pantry, just to see what's there already.
Ooh, can we get some garlic butter?
Do these last for a long time?
I have no idea.
Because if not, that's a waste.
We do have a few brands.
They
Yeah.
do love their brands. Oh, look, there's more. Let me hold on. Let me hold
more,
on. Tell me
more.
something. What is the difference between like regular brands and the fancy pants brands?
Very little.
That's what I was thinking. So it's just cost, isn't it?
And beautiful packaging.
Oh, yes.
Fridgie time.
Ooh, grapes.
2 weeks past its use by date.
This concerns me. Look at that. I mean, that's just a lot of money for butter.
Here's some more.
And more butter. Mayonnaise, aioli, more aioli.
To make garlic aioli, what do? You take this and you add...
Garlic. And save money. So we need to show these guys to stop doing all this and buy just butter. That looks really good.
Great, huh?
That looks really good. Look at all the fresh veggies they've got in there. All we have to do is combine that.
Some of those spices.
Yeah, and we're on a winner.
Delish.
Absolutely.
Now Jared and the boys get to see the reality of their food hall.
It's an interesting shop.
It is not as big as I thought it would be, looking at it all spread out on the table, but it also does show me a lot of things that I didn't see in the trotty, like all of this carb.
And all of this sugar that's just running down here.
Right,
Tell us a
okay.
little bit about this bit here, which is fries, bread, chippies, chocolate,
Bread.
fries, bread.
Pasta.
Yeah, it is quite bread heavy, but toast in the morning, so the boys have toast for breakfast and sandwiches. But essentially, yeah, there's a lot of bread. Ideally, I'd like to get rid of some of this. Macaroni cheese, not so much.
We're not saying macaroni and cheese is wrong. We're just looking for a balance on this table.
Totally.
So-
The Tower of Lard.
And I wish it was real too, because a lot of this isn't actually butter.
We use them for different things.
It just doesn't make sense, because you're spending a ton of money on this.
Absolutely, so I'd like one butter.
Absolutely. This is what I call a holiday killer. Because you keep doing this, and eventually you never go on holiday, because you
Right.
spend all your money on this stuff.
Correct, yep.
All right, should we talk about the spend? So your spend today was 267.
Yep.
Average Kiwi family of your size, so 3 people, guess how much?
150.
$287.
So we're under that. Great.
No, it's not great. It's not great. Let me tell you why it's not great.
Okay, yes.
All right? The things you're spending your money on aren't actually going the whole hog for your family in terms of nutrition. Notice, no fruit on this table. What we want to do is add to your budget, almost increase it, and then make it go for longer with better fruit, better vegetables,
Great.
better protein.
And better meals.
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right?
Yes.
Because right now, it's not doing enough for your family.
Okay.
Are you up for what is going to be quite a shift for you?
Yeah, absolutely. Yes.
Absolutely?
Yes, yes.
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 Let's shake on that. And are you guys here to help Dad and help us?
Yeah.
Well done, team.
Let's start.
Okay, great. Where do we start?
We'll show you.
I'm ready for the changes that are coming, yeah, especially getting rid of the butters.
That's embarrassing.
You know, you look at that table,
Yeah.
whole lot of carbohydrates, whole lot of bread,
Sugar, salt.
yeah, and all that fat.
And the thing that worries me is I don't know whether he wants to change because he got a bit defensive when we were.
He's got 2 teenage boys
Yeah.
who are directly influenced by him. So whatever he does, the sons are going to follow in.
Exactly. And they're watching his every move.
You know, we need to get those kids in the kitchen. We need to get them cooking.
I'm not sure how much we're going to save them, really.
Yeah, and I don't even think it's about that. I think it's about, you know, cutting out those carbs, getting those kids cooking some good food,
Yeah.
and getting some fruit into them.
That's it. Well, hopefully we can do that. We'll see.
It's day 1, and while the delegates are out of the house, we've been working out what can stay and what really needs to go. Their pricey brands are now nowhere to be seen. Some favourites are off the menu, and others have been swapped out for healthier and cheaper options in plain packaging.
Oh, God. Yeah. So we can't even go into these cupboards, so we'll just have to open up this one and have a look what's inside. For me, this is a... Nothing looks like I expected it to look, so it just freaks me out.
I think the bagels are different.
They feel harder.
Yeah, they do look cheaper. Everything just looks cheap.
What the hell?
And chickpeas, it's just weird. It just doesn't feel right. Everything else, yeah, it's okay, it's okay.
Should we have a look in the fridge?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Ready?
Oh my God.
You've got to be kidding me. Now that we've seen that, should we look in the freezer? Whoa, okay, hang on.
They're different.
These are different.
They are different. You can tell they've got like little grooves in them. Yeah, the other ones don't have grooves.
One swap requires an immediate taste test from ice block aficionado Jared.
I think they're gonna taste different, like 100%.
They do taste different. Try it. If these are cheaper, would you go for these over the other ones?
I would.
You would? What about you?
Yeah, they're actually quite nice.
I probably wouldn't, because I like the chocolate in the middle as well.
Would you get rid of the chocolate in the middle to save money?
I don't think I could. Do you know, I'd rather get rid of the Mallow Puffs than get rid of these.
What?
OK, not the best start to our food swaps, but it can only get better from here, right?
Right, so what do you guys reckon for this week? With this and everything else we've seen, do you reckon we're going to go okay?
No.
Not really.
It's going to be quite hard, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
It's going to be harder than I thought because I looked at that cupboard and I thought, where's all the pretty things? Yeah, I'm really about how it looks. That's really superficial.
It's going to be a challenge, but hopefully I get some new foods and tastes out of this experience.
Yeah, it could be really fun.
The first step's clear, getting Dad on board with healthy, brand-free eating and the boys liking the same meal. Time for Ganesh to work his magic.
This is exciting.
It is very
We're
exciting.
in the
Yep.
kitchen.
Okay,
I'm
great.
excited because I feel like you're ready to learn something.
I am, yeah.
We're making
Okay.
ginger soy beef today on a
Right.
beautiful salad.
To keep the price down, they're using blade cut.
So the first thing I do is I get rid of all the bits that I don't want.
It's all the kind of veiny bits. is it?
Sinewy bits.
Right.
It's a little bit more work, but I tell you what, it's almost $10 to $12 cheaper.
Slice the meat into even-sized pieces, then add sesame oil to a heated pan.
Oh, yeah.
Don't add the steak until it's ready to sizzle.
You get in there and just make sure they're not sticking to each other. And the moment you've got them separated, leave them.
About 2 minutes on each side and they're done. Then put the meat aside to rest.
Next step is we're going to make the slaw, and you're going to help me.
Grate cabbage and carrot and chop up some cucumber.
See, the boys could be in here doing this bit, couldn't they?
Yeah.
While Jared preps the salad, Ganesh cuts onions and garlic for the Asian-inspired sauce.
Chop, 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 chop. Take all your If you've had a tough day, this is a great dish for you.
It's okay, perfect.
And a lot of people forget to put the hot pan on or leave it really, really hot before they start their work because they're afraid it's going to burn. But here's the secret to making sure something doesn't burn. Don't let it burn.
Sauce time now. Cook onions and garlic for 1 minute, then add vinegar, ginger, sweet chili and soy.
And you're going to tell me what we need.
Oh, probably less of the sweet chili.
So bring the soy in. So you
Yeah.
lift the soy.
That's better.
Does it need to be more sweet for you or you're all right?
Oh, that's...
Perfect. So you just did what was best for your setup. And
Yep.
that's how all food works,
Okay.
right? There's no rules. What do we want? We want the boys to eat everything you cook.
Yeah.
Add the beef resting juices to round out the sauce.
See, I probably would have just thrown that juice out.
You would?
No, I
You don't mean that.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't have known what to do with it.
The sauce goes into the freshly made salad.
See that? I mean, come on now. Life is good in this house right now, right?
It's about to get better.
Plate it up and add parsley and a little lemon zest for a final zing.
That was easy, to be fair. Wasn't overly hard.
Do you think you can do that again?
Yeah, absolutely.
Time for the boys to review.
How do we feel?
It looks good.
Okay, they're ready to try.
It looks amazing.
Serve it up before they change their mind. How is it?
Pretty good.
Dad cooked this. Would you help him in the kitchen?
No.
Why not?
Well, you could change the taste if you wanted to, so that's something that if you did help, you could change the taste. Have you had the beef?
It's really good.
Is it? Do you like the beef? Oh, good. I could swap out the beef for chicken and that sort of stuff, right?
Absolutely.
Hopefully it'll be good in there.
Oh, really?
You know something.
With the base salad nailed, any protein can be added. And at $4 per plate, this beef version is an easy new family find.
Do you want Dad to make this again?
Yeah, definitely.
Great.
I think we've nailed it, sir.
Perfect.
Growing bodies need protein, and increasingly we're turning to giant plastic pots of powder. But is whey the way to go? Angela Beryl has answers.
Most New Zealanders are meeting their protein requirements just from eating plain food without having to resort to these expensive protein powders.
You use these, don't you?
I do. Are you saying that this whole time I didn't need to have the protein powder and I would get everything I needed from there?
You sure would.
I'm trying to be on a caloric deficit, so less in, more out. And I always thought that this had less calories. Is that true?
Whether it's protein from your food or protein found in your protein powder, it's the same amount of calories per gram. And the benefit of having protein from your food is you're also going to get all these beneficial vitamins and minerals as well as the protein.
So if we've got teenage boys at home, growing, do they need this?
We do need protein to help our growth and development. It's a building block for many of our body's cells, and also it can help us to feel fuller for longer. But we can meet our protein requirements from just plain food.
Yeah.
We could have something like a smoothie and either add in an extra yogurt to our milk smoothie or even some extra skim milk powder to bump up the protein content. Or we could have eggs on toast or baked beans on toast.
Baked beans.
Rather than resorting to these really expensive, heavily processed protein powders.
Wow, you've just saved me a ton of money.
Yeah.
Good news.
Thank you.
Pricey proteins don't just come in powder form. Dad's special weekend treat is smoked salmon, but at $14 for a tiny packet, that's a giant splurge.
Yo, Dad, I brought
buddy.
you some salmon bagels.
Thanks.
But Willie noticed there's something fishy with our replacement.
So I'm guessing this is the salmon that has been potentially swapped out. There's a lot more oil in the salmon that I buy, I think. So to me, this is absolutely different.
Well, it could
But
be
is-
cheaper, so...
It could be, yeah.
Because salmon is quite expensive.
I know.
Is that good?
It's a bit salty for me.
Would you eat it again?
Probably I could potentially get used to it. Because, I mean, it's not unpleasant, it's just salty.
So would you buy it again if it's cheaper?
Probably yes, actually. And this is my, my Saturday morning breakfast while you guys are in bed. So for me, this is quite important. But yeah, I think I could get used to it.
It may have a bit more salt, but this budget option has half the fat and it's half the price. Time to see if the Delegates can stack up some snack savings. This brand-conscious family love their Pringles, but is it the taste or the packaging that's captured their hearts? Time for another food swap test.
Let's try these.
Stacked potato chips.
I calls them stacked potato chips in the first place, so... They taste the same to me.
No,
Just
these are saltier than the other ones and they feel lighter.
Oh, think? Did you buy them if they were cheaper than what we've currently paid for them?
Yeah, I'd still
I'd still eat them.
Would you? That's good. But I don't know whether they're the same or different. I think it's probably more about the packaging right now.
If Jared and family can part with their precious but pricey usual brand, they'll save $1.72 a can. And it looks like everyone's on board. Dad's keen Jordan and Kyan learn some kitchen skills, so Mike's created an easy dish to bring the boys together.
Go start.
What are we starting on?
The recipe.
The Mike's Quick and Awesome Prawn Fritters.
You don't need to slam everything down.
While Jordan attacks the onion,
She makes such a mess.
Come on, it's cooking.
Kyan measures out the prawns, rice flour, chickpea flour, baking soda, and
Paprika.
with the paprika and all the other dry ingredients ready to go, just waiting on that onion, Jordan.
What's next?
Waiting for you.
Well, why don't you start doing something else then, rather than just
I've done all of that and you've just done that.
Hang in there, boys. Not much more to do.
My eyes are sore.
You go wash your hands and then stick your hands in your eyes. Yeah, maybe that was a bad idea.
Add water to the dry ingredients and stir to form a batter.
I can't do this. You need to cut the onions.
I can't do it either. Yay, finished.
And then
Once that onion's been massacred, add it to the mixture, then throw in the prawns.
All of them?
read the recipe.
Next, it's time to get these fritters cooking.
How are you feeling about trying prawns for the first time?
Like 50%.
That doesn't mean anything to me.
Add blobs of mixture to a hot pan.
Do you reckon it's going to taste better than it actually looks right now?
I'm not so sure.
Cook until golden brown. First ever combined attempt at cooking complete. Now it's time to taste.
For me, they're divine. Really, really good.
So far, so good. And at $3.37 a portion, they make a cheap and healthy meal.
What do you think?
I don't like it.
Don't like them? Don't like them?
No.
That's okay. They're really nice.
Bit of a mixed result there, but will aioli taste test better?
It does look different, but does it taste any better?
It's definitely different. It tastes sweeter to me. There's a little hint of garlic, but not as much as the other one.
Yeah.
Even if it is different, do they still like it?
I like the sweetness, but I think I'd stick to the other one.
Yeah, I wouldn't swap this one out.
This tastes very mayonnaisey to me, so I don't think I would either, actually.
They're right, it is a swap. And if they had been open to changing, they'll save nearly $2 per 100 grams. Dad's Frenchy fave Brie is the next food test. We've changed Jared's Brie for a cheaper brand. Or have we?
So, Geordie, what do you reckon?
I think it's been changed because
What gives it away?
because we put a wedge shape to start off with.
Yeah, it's round, so
Yeah.
the shape is completely different. So, yeah, I'm going to go with that. It is going to be different.
Cracking detective work. But will a cheese by any other shape taste as satisfyingly cheesy?
What do you reckon?
It's quite nice.
In what way? I quite like it.
It's nice and smooth.
It's really easy to eat. It's not too strong. It's really nice, isn't it? Another piece? We could add this to our cheese repertoire, couldn't we?
At $1 cheaper per 100 grams, the new Brie sounds like an easy way to save some money. With countless cheese options crowding the supermarket, buying the best Brie can be a bit baffling. We've enlisted the help of Auckland's Rainbow Choir Gals. But today it's less glee and more Brie Club, which suits them just fine.
I would have to say that I'm an absolute Brie-aholic.
I love the double creamy texture. I particularly like a good strong rind, and I love the aftertaste.
Once I get started on it, I can't stop.
Good to hear, because there are 5 Bries for our singers to test today. There's a supermarket own brand. Here's Jared's favourite, Puhoi Brie. A mid-range choice from Ornell is next. Bestseller Mainland Special Reserve is the 4th one out. And then finally, our most expensive Brie on cracker duty, Bouton d'Or. They're all warmed up, so time to find out which of these brands will be a cracker and which one a slacker.
Pass me one, please.
First is Bouton d'Or, the most expensive of our Bries.
But what is the difference between Brie and Camembert?
I think it's the way they're spelt.
Not true.
I find this one just a little bit tasteless, actually.
This is a really okay cheese.
Yeah.
That you can have with friends and some wine and crackers, but it's not going to impress anybody. No
I
one's
don't
going to be
think
like,
anyone's
whoa!
going to say, yeah, what's that cheese? I love
It didn't hit me in the face with flavor.
It's a nice texture.
General consensus, I'd agree.
Yeah.
Bit bland.
Bit boring.
Yeah.
Bland.
Yeah.
Nice rind.
The supermarket own brand is next.
This one, even before you taste it, is a little softer. See?
This one is immediately better than the last one,
That flavour is great.
Very salty.
It is salty.
but I like it.
So do I.
Next up, the Puhoi Brie.
Kind of reminds me of my school eraser.
Really?
Yeah. This is like this isn't even like Brie.
Sort of grows in your mouth, though. I'm quite enjoying it.
It's a grower, not a shower.
I reckon. That would go with either savoury or sweet, I think.
Or it could just go in the bin.
Let's see if the Mainland Special Reserve can hit the right note.
Oh, that's nice on the palate, don't you think?
It's okay.
Yeah, that goes down nicely.
Texture.
Better than the last
Beautiful
one.
texture.
I'd buy this again.
Yeah, I think I would too.
Yeah.
I'm a tough critic. I'm not very impressed by this cheese. It's better than the last one, but it's not as good as the second one.
I like
Yeah.
It makes the first
That
one
salty one.
taste better.
And finally, the Ornell.
Do you reckon cheese is all right for the vocal cords?
Probably not.
Make you sing off key.
Tastes like butter.
It is buttery.
I taste cardboard.
Cardboard.
Yeah.
You guys are weird. Mind you, if you'd had enough wine, anything would do, wouldn't it?
Too true. But which brand deserves a standing ovation? Budget brands rule the roost with Countdown top of the list and Mainland Special Reserve in 2nd place. The most expensive cheese came in 4th, and in last place was Jared's fave, the Puhoi Brie.
So
But
that's the
not
winner.
everyone is surprised to hear the supermarket own can hold its own amongst your posh cheeses.
I think the supermarkets are getting a little more savvy now, and as more of us eat cheeses that are outside of cheddar and Chesdale, I think they've kept up with the trend.
In scenic Titirangi, the delegates have been coming to terms with brand-free dining, and it's time for another food swap. But without the label, will Kyan spot if his baked beans have been swapped out?
They taste the same.
Do you think?
Yeah.
This is quite hard, isn't it? I think the baked beans taste...
I think they taste a little less salty.
Certainly not salty. They're not sweet at all. Tastes just right, don't they, Goldilocks?
Shut up.
So, I'm guessing because you eat the most baked beans in this house, well, you've already eaten yours, so you're probably guessing that they're probably no different. So what do you reckon?
They taste exactly the same.
Exactly the same. If they are different, we could swap them out easily.
Yeah.
Yeah, OK, great. I'm happy with that.
They are different, and if they swap, the delegates will be saving a whopping $2.50 a can. But it's not all about the savings. Ganesh also wants to kick out the convenience food, get the family eating healthy and get the boys cooking. So for this father-son challenge, he's prepared a vegan curry in a hurry.
We give it a go?
Mm-hmm.
OK, let's go.
Crush the cardamom pods.
Might want to use... Yeah, good one.
Then prep the veggies, coriander, onion, cauliflower, mushroom and pumpkin.
Heat 1 tablespoon of oil in a pot. Right, so we need to put the mustard seeds, the cloves and the cardamom for 20 seconds.
Do I tip as well?
Yep. So this is, oh, they are. They're like flying all over the place, these little mustard seed things. Oh, yeah, good idea. We use the recipe for protection. OK, so we need to reduce the heat if I don't get stabbed in the eye.
Add onions and garlic.
I don't think this is too hard, actually, so far.
So far.
In goes the water, coconut milk and curry powder.
I guess we'll have to just taste it to see how strong it's going to be, right? Because we don't want it like too... Yeah.
Pumpkin in next, followed by cauliflower. Add chickpea, mushroom, frozen veggies, then a quick game of Twister.
Yep, getting there. Taste it.
No, wait till the final thing.
Well, you need to taste it to see what it's going to taste like at the end to see if there's anything else we need to add.
Nice.
Is there anything else you need to add, do you think?
Let's test this properly.
Oh, you're obviously getting into it.
It's good. I think we could have a little less spice next time.
What do you reckon?
That's good.
Is it too hot?
Yeah, it's a bit too
It's
spicy.
a bit too spicy for me too. Is this something that we'd eat again? Do you think we would add this to our every week recipe kind of stuff? Would we do this again? We just lessen the hotness.
Altering the spiciness is an easy fix, and at $2.57 per serving, it's a cheap and healthy way to keep this family fed. These boys may be good with the veggies, but fruit has been a challenge. One easy solution until recently seemed to be a glass of juice. But let's get a second opinion from our dietitian, Angela Beryl.
The reason why orange juice has gone out of fashion is the World Health Organization now categorises fruit juice in the same category as sugar, honey, and other forms of free sugar. And in one glass of orange juice, it's roughly about 75% of our daily allowance of sugar.
Wow.
That's no fun.
Not a whole lot of fun. So we're much better actually looking to things like our whole food sources of fruits and vegetables rather than turning to a juice. In a juice, you might find about the equivalent of 6 to 8 oranges, and we're unlikely to sit down and eat that many in one sitting.
You're saying there's the equivalent of 6 to 8 oranges in that glass?
Around about 6 in that size there.
Wow.
But for some of those things like an apple that doesn't have much juice in it, it's probably even more. And we're not getting those benefits of the fibre in there, which are actually going to help to fill us up.
That's a good point.
Isn't it?
Because you don't get the pulp, you don't get the fibre, you don't get all the other nutrients, just that juice and that sugar.
Exactly. So where we can, we want to be turning to looking at lots of fresh fruits and vegetables. And if we can't get fresh and in season when things are going to be cheaper, we can also include things like our frozen vegetables and fruit and canned as well. With the canned, we want to look at the ones that are canned in juice as opposed to syrup.
Can I ditch the veggies and just have fruit?
No, we actually need to include a variety of fruit and vegetables within the diet, including an array of different colours. We talk about eating a rainbow of colours because each colour provides a different range of nutrients. We need to aim to have at least 5 serves of fruit and vegetables each day for our health. That includes at least 2 serves of fruit and at least 3 serves of vegetables.
Consider yourself told. The Delegates' hometown is known for its free-roaming chickens, which may well have inspired Mike's next dish, a plus-size family pastry.
One thing about little party pies is, yes, they are cheap and yes, they are convenient, but full of salt, and they have a heap of pastry all around them and not much filling.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're going to make a jumbo pie.
Yeah.
That we can then cut up, serve to your boys
Yeah.
and yourself, and then what's left over goes into the fridge. Take that to school the next day.
It all starts with the sauce.
Making a roux, making a bechamel,
Yep.
this is the base for so many things that we make.
Right.
You know, as a chef, this is probably the first thing that we learn how to make.
Wow.
When we're like this high and we're looking up at the Tudors and we're terrified. Oh, I hope I don't burn it.
A roux is slowly cooked using butter and flour. Add milk slowly and you've made a bechamel. The veggie part of the filling is next. First chop the leeks and saute in garlic, but not too long.
I want to keep the flavour.
Right.
And I want to keep the colour. And my mother, bless her, she would cook leeks until they were brown. Bless her. Heaps of veggies. We're going to get heaps of veggies into these boys.
Then add chicken.
Do you think anyone ever goes up to the village and just grabs a little chook and puts it on at 6 o'clock and eats it on that night?
Let's hope not.
And then we combine it all together. Lovely. I haven't added any salt up until this stage.
Right, okay.
Then I've got some bees.
Great.
Add those guys in.
Filling complete, now for the pastry. Line the dish. No need to be too neat.
Kind of looks like a bit of a jigsaw puzzle.
Yep.
Once your pie mix is actually in.
No one knows, do they?
No one knows.
Add the lid.
This pie is a good old chicken pie.
Great.
Then into the oven. Throw together a quick pesto.
Traditionally, you would use pine nuts.
Yeah.
But they're really expensive.
Yeah.
And I find walnuts give you just as much flavour and they're half the price.
Crush the walnuts and mix them with basil, parmesan and oil. And you've got a cheap and healthy meal at just $3.28 per serve. Time to see what the group thinks.
Look at that. That'll keep you going for the rest of the day. What do you think of it?
It's really good.
Would you eat this?
Yeah.
Compared to the supermarket pies.
This is way better.
And the thing is, boys, you could put heaps of veggies into this if you want to.
And fruit on the side.
Yeah!
Mike's pie's been a big old pastry triumph.
I think the chickens and Titirangi should watch out.
Our Eat Well for Less experiment with the Delegates is nearly over. They've done pretty well with the challenge, but it's verdict time now. And Michael and Ganesh have some revelations.
Hi! Come in.
Thank you, thank you.
Are we well?
I am, you?
I'm great.
Great, come in.
Delegate family,
Yes.
how's our week?
Oh, it's been great for me, so I've learned a whole lot of new stuff.
Boys.
Yeah, do you feel good about that?
I do. Up and down with the food changes and looking in the cupboards, but all right, all over, it was a good week.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah?
How did we get on with our recipes?
Most of the recipes were good, but I didn't like the prawn fritters. They
No?
were my
Why?
thing.
It was the taste. It was, yeah.
Of the prawns?
Of the actual thing.
Yeah.
But at least you tried it.
Absolutely. And what about working together in the kitchen? How did that work?
It didn't go so smoothly, but we survived.
But it's good though, it's good. This is your first experiment in the kitchen together.
Absolutely. So I might have to pre-cut everything and just
Yeah.
remove all the knives for the first few rounds. But apart from that, I think I'll be okay.
I think it's great that the boys are in there cooking. I think it's a fantastic thing.
So hopefully it's the start of something
Yeah,
new.
absolutely.
Okay, so your initial spend was $267,
Yes.
which we explained at the time is actually below the national average for a family of your size.
Yeah.
We will spend that money that you saved
Yeah.
and put it into fruit.
Yeah, absolutely.
So as we found out at your checkout, you love your brands. All right, so let's see how you went with the swaps, okay?
Yep.
Here we go.
First up, it's Jared's expensive treat food, smoked salmon.
So to me, this is absolutely different.
Well, it could
But
be
is.
cheaper, so...
It could be.
Lovely and tasty,
Yeah.
but very premium and very expensive.
Yes, to all of those things.
So how did you get on with the swap?
Taste-wise, it was fine. In the end, I got used to it, so it's something I could absolutely get used to if it was swapped out.
We did actually swap it out.
Told you.
And we swapped it to something that was exactly the same price.
Okay, but...
Instead of 100 grams,
Right, it's
you got
twice the amount.
200 grams.
Great.
And it would save you
Oh, wow.
a packet. So that's $7 a week. That's
Yeah.
$365 a year.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money saved for a clearly bigger salmon piece.
So your premium brand
Yeah.
actually had double the fat of this brand.
Wow.
So not only is it a cost saving, It's a health saver.
Brilliant. Okay, fantastic.
Keep up?
Yeah, absolutely.
Aioli's next, and this family eats a lot of it.
Did we like the flavour?
It was a bit sweet, I think, and not more as garlic. It was more like on the mayo side for me.
Well, you've hit the nail on the head because this is what you had.
So we made it from scratch.
With these fresh ingredients. You've had this thing in a jar from the supermarket, high in salt, high... It's trained your taste buds to go, oh, that's what I like.
How easy is it to make?
So easy.
If you want more garlicky flavour,
add more garlic.
For that saving...
Yeah, that's pretty
It's
good.
worth it,
Because we go
yes.
through one of those a week.
For that saving, it's a no-brainer. So,
Yeah, we'll keep that.
it's a swap?
Yeah.
Cayenne's the baked beans expert in the house.
Let's ask the expert. How did the baked beans go?
They tasted exactly the same.
That's such good
isn't
news.
it
Isn't it
good?
good?
Did we swap it?
Who knows? We're about to find out. What's in here? A supermarket own.
Oh, there you go.
Want more good news?
There's a whole heck of a saving.
There's a whole heck of a
Wow.
saving.
That's huge.
It's got half the salt and half the sugar.
Wow. Couldn't even taste the difference, could you?
Fantastic. So it's a swap?
Yes, yeah, absolutely. Yep.
Awesome.
We're doing well so far. Stacked potato chips next.
These are saltier than the other ones, and they feel lighter.
What do we think of your brand that you tried?
For me, they were nicer than the ones we had before.
Boys?
Yeah, I would swap if it's cheaper.
Yeah, if it's cheaper, then sure.
Wow.
And they taste
Fantastic.
Let's have a look. Did we swap them? Yes, we did.
Wow.
Supermarket own as well.
And if you buy these,
Wow. It's slowly just adding up, isn't it? Wow.
exactly that.
This will be the real test. Jared's much-loved chocolate ice creams.
I probably wouldn't, because I like the chocolate in the middle as well.
And you love them.
I love them. Yeah.
And you wouldn't change them.
These guys would, I would not.
Okay.
So this is kind of a...
What if it's a saving?
Yeah, I would rather give up something else, to be fair. 'cause-
Wow. I don't think I've seen him so firm on something.
Do we ever look at them?
Yeah.
What'd we do? Yes, we did, in fact, swap them.
Yes, I know.
Supermarket own brand.
Yeah.
I feel there's 2 to 1 here.
There is 2 to 1.
There is.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they've started to get quite close to you in the last 10 seconds, I've noticed.
Boys, if there's a saving in this, do you think you could convince Dad?
Yes.
Yeah. It's a small saving, but it is a saving.
Right.
$1.69.
Okay, yeah, I don't know. I'm still, no.
Okay.
These are on the fence.
Yeah.
We're not doing too badly.
Under the fence.
On the road, you know you started with 267.
Yep.
And by making all these different changes, we've brought that down to 235.
Wow, that's huge.
Just by swapping out a few brands.
Yeah.
In a weekly amount, that seems like quite a bit, but when you put it into an annual amount, that's $1,667.
That's a lot. Especially for us, yeah, absolutely.
Simple changes.
Yeah.
And so what we're saying is take that difference and let's get better, healthier food into your family.
Yeah.
You guys aren't too far off. We just have to make these little changes
Yeah.
so that you can do better for yourselves. And of course,
Get in that fruit.
Yeah, this made me keen to like try different foods and different styles of foods as well.
Yeah, give them a go. If you don't like them, at least you've tried them.
well, that was good.
That was great.
Hey?
I really enjoyed it.
I think they're going to be doing some good cooking there.
Some chickens up there.
This is a big hill, man.
I know, jeepers. It's hard work, huh? Is it, you know?
I hear if you walk backwards, it's easier.
We're getting old. No, we just bring chickens. Get up, chickens!
Look at that one. Get some lunges going. Oh, God, this is really... I feel the burn. Do you feel the burn?